It's my fight preview for Yoenis Tellez versus Julian Jrock Williams. It's gonna be a very good fight. I think that Tellez is on his way, to be honest with you. At 54, he got 9 fights, but from what I've seen, he's a very good talent. He's an older guy, so he's not very young. He's 24 years old, so he's not a guy who's like 21, 20 with 9 fights coming out of Cuba. You know, he has a decent amateur background too as well. He's fought a couple of names, but nothing too deep as far as the resume. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna be moving fast with his career. But Yoenis is a good fighter, man. I think right now. But him fighting Jrock Williams is a huge step up, to be honest with you. Even though Jrock has been out fighting like once a year lately, if that. Probably been fighting less than that lately. Been fighting like once a year. That's about it. They'll get him one fight in, and that's all he's been really doing. And you know, to catch him, you know, you're hoping to catch him on a bad day because I've seen him show up lately to where he was a problem to deal with, especially against Adames. That was a tough fight for Adames. Adames stopped him in the 9th round, but that was a tough fight for him. He barely got up out of there. I could see the deep breaths that Adames was taking at the end of that fight. I just seen Adames go 12 rounds. And he was a lot more shaken up in the Jrock fight that only lasted 9 rounds. So that just shows me that Jrock is still a bull. You know, he's not going out there just laying down. And he's got caught in certain fights. It is what it is. It happens. At a certain point in your career, if you fight long enough, especially with the activity that he was having, you bound to get caught. The timing gonna be off eventually, but it's gonna be one of those days. But he's still a huge threat, though. I think Yoenis, if he can put it together, he can definitely squeeze out the win. But he hasn't been in front of something like this before, to be honest with you. So it's not gonna be an easy win he's gonna get. As far as just going out there and getting a knockout, I'm not saying that he was struggling in his last fight, but he ran across some situations where things weren't going his way at certain points. A lot of people felt like he lost the first 2 rounds, so he came out flat. You know, in Jrock's situation, the fight might be like that because, you know, Jrock's been out a while. He might come out fast, take the first couple of rounds, but after that, you know, Yoenis, he definitely got to have his talent and everything come together. His stamina got to be good too. And we just got to see, you know, as far as skill level, he hasn't really fought against a guy like this, but I think he's a very good talent though. I think he's going to be a very good threat against a guy like Jrock. Jrock's a very good test for him too. And this is a good fight for Jrock at 54. And this at 54 too. Jrock been at 60 lately. And he's a different fighter at 54 than he is at 60. I feel like 60 was, you know, 60 is okay, but not like how he was at 54. When he was at 54, he was a different kind of guy. It definitely was. 60, he's good too though. He's good at 60. You know, 54, 60, not much of a difference. You know, when you look at history, but still, it's gonna be a good fight, man. I think Jrock's gonna come in there and let his hands go. He gonna go out swinging. He's not gonna go out there and lay down. And I think Yoenis is trying to go out here and make a statement. To be honest with you, he needs a fight like this. Needs a name like this too. He knows it's a big fight for him.